Shalom, beloved brothers and sisters, all praises to the Most High. Give me a one if you can hear me well and see me well. Give me a one, 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 one. All right. All right, there you go. So, yes, 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 beloved, let us begin. We do not have that much time for today because I have. Oh, there you go. I left it. I left the freaking stuff. I left it. Oh boy, let me go get it. Let this thing play. Huh. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see this one right here. I don't know how did this happen. Next. Yep, 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 yep. Who's next? Who's next for the kingdom? Who's next? Who's next? Who's next? Who's next for the kingdom? Who's next? Who's next? Praise Jah, praise Jah, praise Jah, praise Jah. Hey, glory, 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 glory. Chick, chicky, chick, 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 chicky, chick, chick, chicky, chick, chick, chick. Yeah. All right. Well, let us begin, beloved. We have quite a few to attend, beloved brothers and sisters. Which one of you watched the video last night so we know we are up to date? Damn it. Am I losing my freaking mind? Oh, indeed, I did text this person. If it is not my glasses, it's my memory. Boy, I am advancing in age. Anyway, all right. All right. Let's do this. Now, brothers, last night we was it last night? It seems to me it was last night. All right. Well, anyway, so I am supposed to receive a phone call, and if I do receive this phone call, I will abruptly leave you, so I can go ahead and taking care of business, and then I will come back tomorrow doing prayers. Beloved brothers and sisters, the sun has been down for me. Um, since 6:10. Every day it's moved like a minute or two in the East Coast. And by the time we probably in the middle of this lesson, we will be ready for California, and then we will sanctify the fast. I only ask somebody to um, remind me of this. Now, before we begin, beloved, did you download the book of angels, the book of angels that has your guardian angels? So the way that you know your guardian angels, I believe in page and somewhere on page 20 or 25, and it's about your birthday, the day you were born. Is very important, and you will know your angels. That's your guardian angel. That is the entity that walk with you wherever you are. Okay, you got five more. Okay, there is another one that you got. I only know so far, we know two. We got four more. If you were born on a day, okay, you have one over you. For instance, I was born on a Sunday. Mine is somewhat Raphael. Okay, and then if you were born on um Thursdays, Michael, I believe. Wednesdays, I forgot. But anyway, you could do your research. So and stuff that is good. I believe the top one of mine is Metatron. I believe Metatron was in step number one, which was over Atlantis during that time period. Wednesday is your planet is Mercury, but I forgot who's on. I believe Gabriel is in Wednesday. I don't want to say stuff. You might as well want uh to stuff, but yeah. So it's a lot. Okay, it's a lot of stuff, brothers. I know a lot of people email. They want to know theirs. It's a lot. It's like for one virgin, for one person, it take roughly 24 hours. Okay, for the angels to come and then see who you are. They will go from all the way your past, every single things you ever done, and then they will do the background, so-called the spiritual background check, and it's costly. It's not. It would rather, if you have the money, you can afford it. All praises to the Most High. hey, hey, man, I want to move faster. I go to a priest. I go to a lawyer. I'm not a lawyer, but if I do not have it, I will study on my own. That's why the Most High says, "Study to show thyself approved." So, mine, I had to literally go to a lawyer and study, and I found certain stuff, and it's a lot going on. It's a lot. There's a lot. Once you know yours, you know who you are, you know what color you're supposed to wear in certain day, you know when you're supposed to do something, and definitely you will know what job, what thing you are the best at. And I know the people that born on Saturday, they are very good. They are like poets. They are very good at painting. They are very good at art, and then their colors are black, and they really are lonely people. It's not just they are lonely by nature. It's not like they have a dark mood, but that's how they are. They are very sensitive emotionally. They cry all the time, and any little thing make them cry and stuff like that. So, and no, those information are not in the book. Those are those spirits that come back and told the fellow this about you. This is personal. This is not like kind of like generalized. Some stuff that are there, it's too much, brothers. It's too much, and that's how study to show yourself approved. This is not things generally said out there. They have to come to you, and then if you are, again, we told you this. If you're a murderer, it's gonna be you can be part of this. And then for my people that were born on Friday, I know I probably give that thing a bad connotation. That it's nothing to be ashamed of. It's just you have a lot of love to give. That's who you are. Just like the people that born, on Monday, they people that born on Monday, they are emotionally shapeshifters. They can adapt any what they call this, any emotion. You would never know. People that are born on Wednesday are very crafty. they You can't follow them. They can change, and they are crafty in a way, not like they are deceivers. They are street smart. That's the word. So it's a lot, beloved. It's a lot. You need to study. Um you need to, if you want to go deeper. I mean, I'm not a professional. You can have a professional did it, but it's only one person a day, at a time. You got like 300 people sending in application. That's 300 day right there, a whole year. It's a lot, because he by himself, and those things, they don't play that. If you waste this man 24 hours time, it's gonna be an issue here. It's gonna be an issue. Tuesday is Mars. I believe the people that born on Thursday, they are the warriors. They are the king, the warrior class. The one that be the king, the queen, the authoritarian. Those are your military commanders, your soldiers, your chief of police. So those people, they have a military attitude. They have a ruling attitude. They want to rule this and stuff. So anyway, that's this some things that I learned. That's not things general stuff. Those are things that actual people. And then they're gonna tell you, hey, if you are born, for instance, We just talk about Friday. Again, the people that are, if you're a woman, you're born on Friday, you just have a lot of love to live. You are very amoureuse. You're a very lovable person. You fell in love quickly. And you might think like, oh my God, I am cursed. It's not, that's not what that is. And sometimes evil spirit out there, they can attach to you and cause you to wreck certain other things like marriages and stuff, and make you addict to certain practice, because the day you were born, it's, you are born like that, you were born hype, it's, that's what that is. It's, that's, it's not a negative thing. But enough about the whole thing, beloved. We do not have that much, probably 9:30. I have to leave you. I'm expecting a call. Let us begin, let us move, Bridget. Okay, we are going to go to this. Please, somebody remind us on Friday, on Saturday, we will do the whole angel stuff. Okay, and we'll do the whole angel stuff. We'll go from January to all the way to December, and then we will do what I'm not trying to swagger jack him, take certain things. I have no idea what I'm doing, brothers. I'm just telling you crap that I hear somewhere. But he's a pro, and then there are certain books he cannot release unto us because we are not ready yet. So he's giving us little nuggets, and then I asked him, can he help us? He said, no problem. As long as the people know the master, they know the Most High, he's all in. But the moment somebody you shift it to another side, they got things stand by there. The moment you agree to get in, you made an agreement. If you choose to take those things, this knowledge, that the Atlantean knowledge that he choose to pass on to you, and then you want to do some effed up things with it, you'll be no more. Just like that. Just like that. You'll be no more. I'm just telling you this like straight up. You want to learn, you're welcome to learn. But if you take the knowledge that they taught you and you go out there to harm people with it, you'll be no more. That is the contract. That's what he said. Well, anyway, talking about magic. Oh boy. Where did I stop? Wait a minute. We stopped in page. Was it in page 10? Yes. Now, beloved, we're going to see what Moses was doing. We're going to see. The price cannot say online, brothers. Some people is literally for free. What they're gonna do, they're gonna. Boy, I effed up everything here. Just like the whole wine thing. This is at work, Bridget. When you go to a hospital or to a doctor, they have to do what they call a triage. They have to take your vital first, and they will diagnose you, and then they will tell you what you have. You probably have a fever, and then you don't know exactly, you don't feel right, you don't know what you have. You go to the doctors, they took your vital, and then your blood pressure is high, and then they say, okay, well, you need blood pressure medicine. Excuse me, poking my nose. Okay, your blood pressure is high. And no, he doesn't allow people to give his information. If you want him, you will come to him. That's how he say if that person, we got a couple people that go to him, a couple people that the spirit will literally brought the person to them. That's how it works. So they will run a diagnosis on you, and then they will tell you this is what wrong, and this is what you need to do. Some people, brothers, they have minor issues. Some of you have minor issue. You have some minor issue, and then they just do it for free. Some of you, your stuff are very heavy. You probably have a curse on you when you were a child till now, and the curse need to be removed from you. Many people don't believe in curse. Yes, you do have curse. We told you, by you waking up in the morning without your mouth unwashed mouth, you speak against someone, the curse will go to that person and to his children, to his descendant forever, until you find justice. You don't know what your parents did. You don't know what a member of your family did. The curse probably fell on you. So they will tell you, okay, there is something on you. They will tell you exactly what happened from the day you were born till now, and then they'll tell you how to remove it, and then they will tell you how to put. In the book of Joel, it says, "The cankerworm, the palmer worm, I will restore unto you what the cankerworm, the palmer worm has eaten." So they will restore everything unto you, and then they will put a shield. That's sort of people that have curse. Certain other people, it's just minor stuff. Certain of you have heavy, 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 heavy spirit with you, heavy weight, and then they are very hard. They took a long time to get rid of, and end up he's spending a lot of energy, literally talking to those things and talking to you at the same time. He's talking to three people, and then he's not even in this state. He's very, very far away. It's something that he has to send entities to you, angels to you, so they will know who you are. They will, if you really into it, they will appear to you in your dream or live. They will make them known unto you that they are angels. They will appear unto you as angels and let you know, I am this, I am that, I am your guardian angel. How may I serve you? But there's a level, he said, there's a level of meditation. He really don't want to do things for people that don't know what they want and what they are doing. Most of us, we have no idea what the hell we want. And they have to know, they have to diagnose you to know if they can work with you. For instance, we had a incident, well, we have an instance where someone wanted to know what they're gonna do, and then they told our people to stay away from this guy. They say, stay away from this fellow. They say, do not talk to this dude, stay as far away from him. And they didn't give us any stuff. They say, we don't want to mess with this guy, we don't want to deal with this dude. I don't know what this fellow did. I don't know what happened to him. They just said, we don't touch this. We don't touch this type of things. So, and then, what if they took your money and then they say they don't ever call you? And I told the guy, hey man, hey, I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do. You know? Because certain one of you, certain things that you have, I don't know, man. You deserve it. You think you can go do things out there and then have something on you and quickly get it out? It doesn't work like that. Again, your hands have to be clean, brothers. If your hand is clean, if it is not, there's an issue here. Oh boy. Took me 30 minutes to make a point. Anyway, yeah, so crazy things, man. It's unfortunate, brothers. I want all my brothers, I want all my sisters to be able to know who they are, what is with them, how to communicate, how to move in life. Because those things tell you, you're supposed to be a painter, you're supposed to be a doctor, you're supposed to be this, you're supposed to be that. Our ancestors, our forefathers knew those things. They were telling us, but we never listened. Oh, I don't want to be a doctor. I want to be a rapper. That's Big Levi right there. So, and then we effed up. When in fact, brothers, if you just study being a doctor, you would have just people that spent 8 years to being a study a doctor, you just go for 2 years, you gone because it's in you. You already won. And after that, you can do that rap the garbage that you wanted to do. Okay, you're supposed to be a tailor. And then you go ahead, you just do the tailor thing right quick. It won't take you long because you are natural born talent. And then after that, you can learn whatever crap you need to learn. But you're most comfortable being a tailor, or you're supposed to be a lawyer. I don't like lawyer, but that's what you are. All right, then let me learn this lawyer thing for like 2, 3 years, and then you're done. And then after that, you can learn all the crap, but we don't listen. Yasha Rala. You don't listen. Anyway, this is page 12, beloved. Rounding the boulder he started to gaze was met by a bush which suddenly burst into flame. A furious intensity, yet flame which neither charred the limbs nor consumed the leaves thereon. So that's when brother Moses went over there and met the mighty one, met the presence of the mighty one. Okay, all right. Moses was asking himself, what a strange phenomena of nature does present itself to him. When out of the thin nothingness of air he heard his name and the command to remove his shoe. So telepathically, Moses heard his name. Moses, remove your shoes. That's telepathy right here. Advanced skills. We have brothers and sisters that have low form of telepathy. We need professional to train us. And the only professional that can train you are the angels. You can call them your guardian angel. If you know how to do this, you call them. Why do you think the Gentile keep this story? Why do you think they told you it's witchcraft, it's evil? Don't do this. Once you're able to do this, you can call them, they will teach you because that's their duty. When he had removed his shoes and turned around, he beheld a venomous snake before him, and he meant to flee, but again he heard the voice commanding him to lift up the serpent by the tail, which he did, notwithstanding his great apprehension. And as he says, the snake, a strange emotion seized him, for instantly the snake became the image of a snake, and the snake that was once a rod and a staff, and the rod become as part of him, just as an arm or a leg, as it was the rest of him. So they didn't put that in the whole Bible thing. Now, let me read it to you again. I'm not making this up, okay? Page 12. And he sees the snake. A strange emotion seized him, for instantly the snake became the image of a snake, and the snake was at once a rod in a staff. A rod in a staff. They make a difference here. Moses has a staff in a rod. They have the esoteric meaning and the exoteric meaning. The staff is the one that you go ahead, you walk on, you hold on. The rod is the short one that you wing around when you say your word. The rod is the wand. And he says both the staff and the rod become part of his body. That means somehow it melted in his hand. So the rod melted in his right hand, and the staff melted in his on his left hand, and then they both become his hand. The power literally fused with his body. He had a staff on the left hand, a rod, and a right hand, and you will see which hand that he was using, according to this book. Then Moses heard the voice again. The message that the voice conveyed was that Moses must go down into Egypt to tell the Hebrews that he heard the voice of their God, and that he would lead them under Moses' earthly tangibility into that place which he had provided for them. And Moses promised, for he had seen the sign. So the rod and the staff, the staff was in the left hand, the rod in the right hand, and both of them kind of fused with Moses' hand. So Moses' hand at will he can wave his hand, the rod will appear, and at will he can wave his hand, the staff will appear, and then he can wave his hand, they can disappear. He can wave them, he can reappear. Oops. It happened that at that time, there was a strong and influential man among the Hebrews in Goshen. This man was Aaron, and he was Moses' brother. Although he did not know it, Moses sent for Aaron so that when they returned to Egypt, their entrance into Goshen would not be without some importance. And the pillars of fire, the same thing Moses was going under, Aaron was there too. Aaron saw all of it. Aaron saw this in a dream. He saw the whole thing Moses went into. He heard everything that Moses did. He also removed his feet. It was two of them. To Moses, it was real. To Aaron, it was a dream. That's when Aaron left Goshen and then met Moses halfway in Midian. And then Moses said, Aaron, you won't believe what I saw. He said, yeah, I saw you. He said, I saw you 2 days ago, 3 or 2 days, 5 days ago. He said, you talked to him. This is what he said. This was. I was there too. So both of them, they had the knowledge and they were brothers. Aaron was the older brother. So when Moses and Aaron last came among the Hebrews, great was their anticipation for the word that has gone before them, that Moses and Aaron were bringing a new God for them to worship. You see, our people, Yasharala always want to worship something. They always, that's what you will understand further on why our people are so damaged, because they are waiting for something to worship, which is somewhat good, brothers, but you will see. After the initial worship, a God who would bring them relief from the thankless task and lead them out of slavery and Goshen into the promised land. After the initial period of rejoicing, the Hebrews wanted to see their new God, for their unbelief was appalling. They saw no likeness of a bull like Apis, nor a cow like Isis, such as the Egyptians worshipped, and they wondered what manner of God was there that not even an altar, not even a name. That is why it's still always an issue in the community. Our people were in disbelief. They're wondering what kind of God. We need a bull. God. Is it a bigger bull than Apis, or at least is it Apis, the bull, or Apis or Apis? Is it at least a freaking cow like Isis? Which is all those things like we know was taught by Abraham, okay? Was Abraham. Well, Abraham taught them those things. And Abraham taught them the Most High power is strong like a mighty bull. They literally start worshiping a bull, which they told. It's metaphorically speaking. You don't have to worship a freaking bull. You don't do this. But the people do that. So they were wondering, wait a minute. If we do have a God, where is he? What kind of God you have? He doesn't have a church. What is the name of this God? Those people over there have Apis and Isis. That guy don't even have an altar. Where do we worship him? That's when you try to tell a Christian, well, the Most High Power, Almighty, His Majesty, doesn't need a house for you to go worship him. It doesn't work like that. He's pretty much everywhere, but I can't see him. The Gentiles tell you straight up, if the Most High is your God, why is it inside my house? I have him here. Let me show it to you. Look like this. Look, this man standing like this with a giant red heart right in the middle of his chest. I have Cesare Borgia. This is my God. Like, yo, it doesn't work like that. You try to explain it. Moses trying to explain, but they get angry at Moses. They spec against Moses because they need to see a God, and this God need to have a name. That's when Moses he knew this. He said, Your Highness, when I come back to the people, what should I tell you your name is? And it's always killed me that the people always thought that the Most High give Moses his name as if this is his name. You cannot put a name on the mighty one. When you put a name on something, you own this thing. When you have a dog, you give the dog a name Puccina or Pucci. You own it. When you came out of your mother's womb, out of your mother's portal, the first gift you received was your name. That means they own you. You cannot own the mighty one. He gives you a name to refer. He told you, I am everything. I am that I am, loving kindness and everything. He tells you, you cannot name me. I am everywhere. I am everything. I am. And our people, well, it's not that. It's Yahushua. It's Yahushua. It's Abarak Akata Alamaya. It's that they are fighting over him because they've been doing this. The Gentiles, they always have to put name on things. Oh, this is black magic. This is white magic. They always have to put color and things so they can identify. You don't need this. Automatically, you know what's wrong and what's right. But Gentiles have to they always have to write things down. They always have to go ahead over there, listen to what you say, and then go ahead, take it, manipulate it, rebrand it, repackage it, and saying it's his. Our people still are fighting for a name. They're fighting for days. They're fighting how he looks. He's a black man. He's this. He's that. If you don't believe this, if you don't believe that, dude, calm down, man. Let's learn. The more you learn, you'll realize that I have no idea how the mind of this mighty one works. You could never and can never know the mind of his majesty. You don't even know your mind. You don't even know who you are. A lot of people, I laugh at those people. They're online screaming, "Oh, I can see the demon in this dude," and stuff like that. They can only see demons. When you ask them, "Can you see angel?" "Oh, yeah. Who's your guardian angel?" I don't know. Who's your celestial family? They can see them. They don't know it. Because they've been trained into looking into celebrities, looking into what they are worshiping. They are so focused on the other side, they forget about the Most High, and utterly they forget about themselves. They forget about this. As long as you see, those people they raise the law above the Most High. Do you know there's the law and there's the commandments? There's the 10 word of power, and then there's laws that Jethro and Moses come to keep the people online. Those guys use the literal law. For instance, there is rules when you are driving your car. If you cross the line without no signal, that's a violation. And there's a law, natural law, that say if you take a quote unquote a boom boom, you kill someone, that's murder. They literally do this murder thing every single time, and they raise up the speed limit. You have to drive 45 miles an hour at all time. If you even go 44 or 46, you're breaking the law. You're doing this, you're doing that, and stuff. And then if you say, "Wait, hey, I have a question," those guys murder you. They are doing murder every single day. They raise like a simple law about changing lane or going above the speed limit. They break that. Those guys come out, "Oh, I celebrate this. I don't eat this. I don't eat that." And then they throw the 10 words of power. Okay. And then they raise those things above the Messiah. They don't need the Messiah because they think if they follow these things, they will be saved. They think that's what that is. See, the Messiah is so unlimited. He gave Moses so many knowledge and powers and books. You don't have all those things. Everything you have, it came from the Gentiles. They just told you. Would you like to know the true stuff from the source itself? Thank you, sister. They are after the kingdom, not after the Messiah's heart. They are not seeking the Messiah's face. They are seeking their own vain gain. We're going to be in the chariot, man, when Yahushua came in and going to kill all of you. And me and my homies going to be in the chariot, raping white women, do this and that. They always have, "Oh, if you don't do this, you don't do that, you won't make it to heaven. You won't be saved. You want to..." Who the hell are you? Who are those people? Who are you guys? Who are you? Because it says here, right here. Oh, really? You think if you go ahead, you perform this silly little ritual and stuff like that, and then you're gonna inherit the kingdom when your filthy and vain heart is loaded with all type of sin, vain glory. That's what our people was doing. It was hard for the Hebrews to understand that their new God was a God of justice and right, the God of redemption. But the Hebrews did begin to hope and to have faith that what Moses told them would to pass. The seeds of victory have been sown and they begin to sprout. Not long after that, Moses took his rod in his hand and went with Aaron to see Pharaoh And Moses told how he had been commended by the mighty one to lead the Hebrews out of Egypt because they were a people. Oops. All right. Then Pharaoh laughed because he knew them only as slave, as chattel, as possessions of high value, since they toil ceaselessly to heap coals upon the fire of his extravagance. That is why when you tell those Gentiles, okay, the mighty one says, step down, release everything that you stole from us. The Vatican is our place, our holy place. You perverted it. Give the key back. All the country around the world, all the government step down. You guys give the key and bow down and worship our Lord, and you will be saved. They laugh at you. They say, you guys are slaves, man. You guys are a bunch of low IQ, damn Negroes. You don't know anything. Sit down here, let me educate you. They laugh at us. They mocked us because they knew us only as slaves. That's what they did to Moses. When we told those people, listen, you are in deep history, you are in a lot of trouble. The only way for you to pass through this, if you cleave and kneel and bow and cling unto our God and serve us. He's the grand master. We are the taskmaster, and we are going to task you. You have two choices. Well, actually, to tell you the truth, you have no choice at all. And those people wait until the mighty one got out of his seat. And then now they want to talk. They want, can you pray for me? Can you pray for me for all the raping I've been doing to those little boys? I mean, I didn't do anything wrong. They freaking seduced me. I didn't tell those, but can you guys pray for me? It doesn't work like that. You see, we sent the Vatican a letter almost a year ago to vacate the Vatican and give us all our books and relics and everything back. Did they ever answer? They dismiss you. It's not like they didn't receive it. They know well about it. Come on, man. They dismiss you. They like, okay, all right. Moses told Pharaoh of the power in his right hand and his rod, and he told of strange arts which his God had invested in him. But Pharaoh scoffed that were not his priests adept his secret science and magical arts. So when you told those people, hey, there will be fiery conflagration, the way they're gonna act, they scoff at you. They say, well, we have up and our people quick. They love that. They love we say, yeah, that's right, Big Levi. They have up, they are controlling the weather. They have CERN, they can open portal and go anywhere they wish. They can go to hell, they can, because they lean on the science. We have Jabba Jah. We friend with Jabba Jah. We're not scared of your plague. Bring it on. Oh, what about San Francisco, California? They have more than regular. Bring it on. And you have all people, brothers, they just love sitting there watching these Gentiles break things down for them when they can break it down themselves. You have to understand this is the establishment using the technology to control the weather and destroy Amazon. Since when? Which one of you own Amazon? Which one of you even own a share of Amazon? Which one of you own that? Which one of you own million dollar? In the last video that we released, brothers, a dude has a multi-million-dollar house. The house blew up. He did this so he can get insurance money? You think the people in Superior, Colorado, their whole entire town went? You think they put together, they did this so they can show you how great this dude come to you with a shotgun and show you how he can kill you. He aimed at his knee and severed his knee first and said, you see what I did to my knee? Get ready. I'm going to come after you. Since when the Gentiles need permission to you to show you what they can do and then they can scare you? They never had to do this. When they were coming to our land, brothers, they never did say, hey, we're about to come over there and stuff. They suddenly come, they destroy everything. When they were coming to Black Wall Street, they didn't spend years telling those people, I'm about to come to war. Look, watch me. You see, this is White Wall Street. Burn Wall Street down. And then they burn the entire Wall Street down. And then they say, see what we did to ourselves? Then we're going to come for Black Wall Street. You better be ready. Is that what they did? Or you think those people are burning down their own home? Okay. Then it was the Pharaoh commanded his priests to perform a feat of magic. Then it was that the Pharaoh commanded his priests to perform a feat of magic. So they threw down the rods. In the Bible, they say staff. Is that what that is? Threw down the rods, which turned into writhing snakes. Thereupon, Moses handed his rod to Aaron and commanded him to throw it down. Aaron did as he had been told, and the rod of Moses turned to a writhing snake, which swallowed each of the snake which the priest had conjured up. Conjure, spell, magic, to conjure. And Aaron threw the rod. He said what he need to say. The rod of Moses turned out like a giant pillar of snake. The snake was so big and was so tall, and then he eat those two, snake that the okay, I'm gonna have to keep saying this. First of all, the Pharaoh magician, they weren't magician at all. They were tricksters. Just like Moses said, those are tricks. To compare to what the Messiah is doing, those are, I got your nose. And then the little baby, like, oh, I got your nose. Those I got your nose tricks. Peekaboo, you can't see me. Those are tricks they were performing. When the Messiah can literally rip off your nose. When the Messiah can literally rip off your nose and tell you, I got your nose. Negro, what's up with you? When the Messiah can literally take his 2 fingers and gouge out your eyes and say, you can't see me. Woo! Those guys are performing little tricks. Circus clown. What they did, beloved, all praises. Thank you for the one that are giving in the chart. Sometimes I don't see this, and what those guys did. The moment they saw Moses make this thing turn into snake, they go get 2 real snake. They get 2 real snake, and then they warp those snake with a certain stuff. They make the snake hard. And then when they come, brothers, Pharaoh was stupid. Pharaoh was like very insecure. Anything, he ready to believe anything. They took real snake, they make them stiff, and then they come up, they gently lay them down. You can actually see the snake. You can actually see this. Moses was looking at Aaron. They were both looking at those guys. They were like laughing at them. Thank you, beloved Mike BT, etc. Moses look at Aaron. Aaron look at Moses. Are them niggas serious, man? They gently put the stuff down, and then they go around. They dance. Peace, ISIS. Watch the movie. Watch the Prince of Egypt. Those guys perform a lot of things just to do this. And then while they're performing this, they just rub a little alcohol in their hand, and then they rub it, and then they caressing the snake, they're stroking the snake, they're saying things. I know, if you are greater God than the Hebrew God, turn into a snake. And then the snake move a little, and then Pharaoh jump out of his seat. Pharaoh said, yeah, I told you we could do this. Yeah. Have you ever met a crazy ass football fan? One touchdown is all over the house. Or when the basketball game, they won a basketball game. It's like this guy won. It's like he's the LeBron James. He more happy. He happier than LeBron. This fellow is happier than the guy that owned the team. Pharaoh start jumping around, running around the court, running around, dancing and buck dancing and all that. And then the magician, see, we did it. And Moses is like, Aaron, what's going on here? Okay. Moses went away because he was not yet ready to make all his power manifest. Moses went away because he saw that they're not ready yet. Moses is like, y'all niggas ain't ready, man. Aaron, let's get out of here. And Pharaoh throw a feast. It's like, we chase them. See how they live, man? We good, nigga. We good. What's up, man? We good. I told you, man, this guy coming over here talking about snake and stuff like that. Yeah, but, he snake kind of like eat 2 hours in his. I mean, y'all niggas gonna act like they didn't see this. Well, okay, well, whatever. So they're over there and partying and stuff. For no reason. He threw a whole feast. He beat the Hebrew God. To him, when he did this, Moses and Aaron, they gone forever. Yeah, whatever you say, dude. Whatever, dog. Moses went away. He wanted Pharaoh's priest to conjure up a miracle so awesome that when the rod was raised to countermand the spectacle, Moses' victory will be a greater glory still. Moses returned to the place on another day, and in the presence of the Pharaoh, lift up his rod and say that the Lord has spoken. That was all. But thereof it was found that all the water had been turned into blood. The wells, the springs, listen to this. The wells, the springs, the river ran blood, and all Egypt thirsted, even the cattle of the beasts of burden. So, and the next day when Moses came in, Moses lifted up the rod. He said, the Lord has spoken. He said, thus said the Lord, let my people go, or I'll turn all the water into blood. This is the Most High reeling them in. The Most High is reeling them in so he can humiliate them. The river turned into blood. The mighty Nile turned into blood. The lakes, the springs, the water inside of the house. The smell of the blood was so putrid, so high, people even die when they breathe it, when they get close. The alligators, all the fish that were in the rivers, they all die. Because the people, they worship the Nile as a god. That's the Most High humiliating them, killing their God before them. There's a reason why Moses, when he saw the bull god Apis, he killed it with the 10 Commandments. He smashed it with the 10 Commandments. He showed the Hebrews right in their face, this God ain't nothing. Look, we kill your God with 10 words, 10 Commandments. That's how you have to show the Christian. You have to actually show them videos of the Most High destroying the church, burning the church down, burning the Azariah bush. You tell them straight up, we kill your God. Because they truly believe those things are alive. That's why the Most High had to turn the Nile into blood, because the Nile was actually a god for those people. And then Pharaoh called those guys, say, okay, what we can do here? The magician said, Your Highness, don't worry, we got you. And then they take a pot of water. They take a little pot of water, a little cup of water. Okay? They took a cup of water. And then they come. They do the same garbage they did, and then they put some of that red Kool-Aid in there. Shaken, not stirred. Shaken, not stirred. Raw, shaken, icy, stirred. Raw, shaken. They do a bunch of dancing. Pharaoh was there dancing with them. Yeah, show them. And then they come out, and then they show it to Pharaoh. Pharaoh jumped back, yelling, yes, I told you. And then they pour a little down, and then they put it there. Clapping, everybody, yeah, we told you. Yo, like, again, the whole river turned red. The streams and everything. You put some Kool-Aid in a regular water, you make it seem, they didn't even want it. They're like, Pharaoh, don't touch it, don't get too close. The power that is in this Pharaoh, I know you're still king, but it can, I'm not saying kill you, but step away, look very far. Very far. And the Pharaoh look like and they pour a little down, and then they just pass their feet on it to make sure people don't come and investigate it. Hey, we have this and all that. And then the people are so happy. The Pharaoh look at Moses, look at him and say, are you serious? Folks, I told you our gods are undefeatable. You ain't gonna go nowhere. Well, you know what? In fact, go to the Hebrews and multiply their soul and multiply their burdens. That's what they were doing, brother. They had no power. reconflagration of the city around the world. Wildfires going on, volcanoes spewing. What did China do? A giant flashlight. And then the people are amazed. You see all people, oh, China gonna get us, man. They got like another sun. They created another sun because they are the simpleton that were. And did you know they had Hebrew cheering for Pharaoh? You had Hebrew servant were cheering for Pharaoh, just like they're cheering for the Gentiles now. That's why you see the camp never said anything about those stuff all going because of the Mosai is doing this. No, it's the elite. China has a new sun, but over here we know that's a giant flashlight because they know they've been watching our video. They know the great day of darkness is coming against them. To them, they think this darkness, once it's come, they will like this thing for 17 minutes and then that's it. Okay. But the Pharaoh sent for Moses on the morrow, and he told Moses that his priests could duplicate the feat of sending fords, and they did, until the Pharaoh told them to stop, but the priests could not stop. And frogs kept coming, big and small, hopping in all directions. Then Moses read his word, and the frogs stopped coming, and those that were alive hopped off in the streams and lakes and ponds and disappeared. When Moses went away, this time it was with the promise that on the return he would show a greater sign from God. Now, the frog is also a god of the Egyptian. Again, those Egyptian dudes, they could not make frog. They could not conjure them. They don't know how to do this. When Moses called up the frogs coming and all that, and Pharaoh called his boys, say, show the Negroes what you can do. They had their assistants take a few frogs and put them in the bag and hide them behind certain pillar. And then they do the same garbage. They dance around and roll around and stuff like that. They say, Pharaoh, come, let me show you. Behold, look behind this. And then the frogs start appearing. And Pharaoh fell on the floor, all over. The Holy Spirit was strong with fire. You know how the Christian, for some reason, anytime they have the Holy Spirit, they have to drop on the floor and go around speaking in tongue? Have you ever seen? Have you ever seen? Have you ever seen a Christian having the Holy Spirit? Have you ever seen this? Oh, Pharaoh had the Holy Spirit like, make a sacrifice to Isis right now. Make a sacrifice to the bull for, and then the frog keep appearing. And then Pharaoh was like, okay, all right then. Okay, make them stop. And then they like, oh, make them stop. Well, can't you ask Moses to make them stop first? And it's like, he already made them stop. Make them stop. And they're like, oh, okay, well, hey, stop, frog. Stop. Every time they say stop, the frog keep multiplying. It keep multiplying. It keep multiplying. Then Pharaoh run back and like, get the hell out of my way. Pharaoh run and push people out and get in his woman like his door, like, oh, hell no. And then he told Moses, okay, all right. This is kind of like, we still beat you, but it's a tie. We beat you, but it's a tie. That means like, okay, you got to come up and do something greater. That's when the magician of Egypt start to realize, they like, this guy is a real deal, man. We don't think we can match anything that he did. It's like, one of the dudes say, if he did something, we can't do them. We are in trouble. Okay. Moses came to the palace for the fourth time and told Pharaoh that he had yet another sign from the Lord, telling the Pharaoh to let the Hebrews go. Again, the Pharaoh scoffed and said that he had seen no miracles from he himself and not been able to duplicate. That's what those people say. When we say we are the true children of the Most High, they scoff at us. They say, well, if you are the true children of the Most High, perform a miracle. We haven't seen any miracle from your God. We see miracle from our God, our science. Yeah, we see the suburbs being burned. This is our science doing this. This is our elite burn them down. Thank you very much. We see the accident, the airplane falling off the sky, all the shooting, the corruption. It's our elite doing this. They still us. We will rule with the new world order. They haven't seen anything yet coming physically come out of us, brothers. When we start doing like crazy ass hish, and then they will say, those people, those that we had in their region, they are the child of the Most High. Because we're gonna have to start doing those things. Then Moses, before the assembled court of Pharaoh, raised his rod in his right hand and pronounced on all Egypt, save Goshen, the plague of lice. Now, listen, I must see my people if they've been studying. Then Moses, before the assembled court of Pharaoh, raised his rod in his right hand and pronounced on all Egypt. What does the word pronounce esoterically mean here? When he raises rising, he pronounced a plague of lice upon all Egypt. Remember, this is a battle of magic, man. A magical battle. That's right. Spell. Moses cast a spell on them. You got spell, we have spell too. This is a spelling bee competition. Let's see how good you can spell. Moses cursed them. When they say Miriam was smote with leprosy, a curse, a spell, and lice cover all Egypt. The magician could not do this. And the book of the pillar of fire, the moment Pharaoh saw this, and then he run, hide, and he called his magician. They told him, send those Hebrews home. Let those Hebrews go home, and we'll live. Pharaoh did not listen. For those of you who studied the book of the pillar of fire, what did Pharaoh did to Jabal and Jabal, or Jermaine, or what that dude named, those two dudes? When they could no longer duplicate or somewhat fake, listen, at the bottom of Pharaoh's heart, he know those things were fake. He just wanted he just wanted something to grab on. That's right, brother de jour, brother Elijah. He had them slaughtered. He killed them. The Gentiles know that white Jesus is not real. They know that. But they still need somebody to keep telling them it is real. He's coming. Oh. Right after Trump come back in president for a second term. It is coming. The rapture is here. They need that. They need someone that can keep telling them how great they are. Pharaoh was straight up narcissist. That's what it was, brother Elijah. Straight up narcissist. A narcissist, make no mistake, a narcissist know exactly what they are doing. They know they are liars. They know everything is fake. They're gonna keep saying it until they go in the ground. Pharaoh, plague of lice. At once there was a ringing and an itching, and everybody in the land, great was the suffering. They knew it was the finger of the Heavenly Father. All the cues and balms and ointment of the priests were no avail. For a whole month Moses left them thus that they might consider and repent. For a whole month, brothers. 30 days of lice, itchy, scratchy, All the ointment, the priests come, they could not get rid of it. Now you got the whole population asking question. Why all those plagues? They said the Hebrew gods are doing this. They asked Pharaoh to send them away. He refuses. And the people said, to hell with those Hebrew. Let them go. We want to leave. All the dust, can you imagine going to the beach? All the sand of the beach is lice. Or can you imagine all your head, all your private parts is lice? All your beard, every single hair in your beard is lice. You scratch them, you've been scratching for over a month. They don't go away. You got the entire population marching to Pharaoh. They're pissed off. They say, Pharaoh, all the nobles, all the people, they say, Pharaoh, let those goddamn people go. We're tired of this. That's what's going on now. Don't listen to those people talking about, oh, hey, the vax and stuff, and jabba jah. We protest because truckers and all that. That's them telling them, hey, tap out. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. Around the world, you see protests. The people are telling them, because they all know who we are. It's just it's amazed to us that they know who we are. No, they all know. Then the nobles came to Pharaoh and they told him to offer bribes to Moses to remove the plague, to give him anything except the Hebrew slaves. Pharaoh sent for Moses and offered bribes with Moses' son while repeating his demand. For the list of the Hebrews, it was that Pharaoh promised the sent messengers tomorrow with official that the Hebrews must go forth from Egypt to serve the God in the wilderness. So Moses raised his rod and hand. You see, Onassis is a liar. The ultimate liar. And then they could not get rid of this thing, and then they're gonna do what they do best because they're the best at it. They will lie. They say, okay, well, if you remove the lice plague, we will let your people go. But first, remove it. And Moses said, okay. Moses, no, he can read the mind, he can read the heart. He's a telepath. Come on, man. He learned from Jethro. He knew everything what the king, what he keep warning the king, which Moses wasn't supposed to do. Was the king, choose your next word carefully. Come on, man. Raise it now. We will catch our breath. We will make demand. We'll sign the papers. Come on, I can't move 3 million people out of my land like this. We will get some paper ready. We will talk to some people, and then we'll do this. And Moses raised his right hand with the rod. He raised the one. A giant wind come from the east and take all the lights. Not one remain. The floor was so clear you could kiss it. You could see your face on the floor. That's what Gentile does. They are liars. Once their ass is being kicked, now they're speaking in the corner of the mouth now. $30 million to buy crack pipe for crack addict. Oh, really? Okay. And then Moses said, no problem. When no messenger come on the morrow with the Pharaoh's promised word, Moses and Aaron went 6 times to the palace. There was hidden wrath in the heart of Moses and unconcealed laughter in the mouth of Pharaoh, since he knew that he had humiliated Moses by a promise which only he, the Pharaoh, could fulfill. So when the messenger come back, they say, the king say he won't send your people away. Moses got pissed off, and Pharaoh was laughing. He said, I got him. Sneak will think he can tell me, Pharaoh, stuff. Okay, whatever. Moses raised his rod in his right hand again, and he told Pharaoh that all over Egypt the cattle will die. And for 3 days they fell from weakness into death. Again, Pharaoh sent for Moses and begged him to take off the plague, and Moses did. The populace was tired of these plagues and urged the Pharaoh to let them live in peace. But Pharaoh's pride was great, and he renounced his word. Every time they set a plague upon those people, they're like, I'm sorry. When you remove it, they say, well, when I say I'm sorry, my leg was tired. So I'm well rested. What's up, man? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? They were mocking Moses. because they are narcissists. A narcissist will die, brothers. I'm telling you. A narcissist will choose death than to let the pride go. You are a massive narcissist. There in the palace, Moses walked to the fireplace and taking a handful of ash, therefore tossed them into the air towards heaven and keep his right hand raised until the ash scattered to the four winds. Or he pronounced a plague of boil on Egypt. He pronounced. Moses walked to the ash and pick up a pile of ash and throw it in the air and then cast a spell upon them. The reason why the Mosai did this, it's because where Moses picked up the ash, they burn a little a Nubian boy there. They used to burn little Hebrews and little babies. They used to sacrifice them. Remember, the Pharaoh was getting ready. He was protecting the kingdom. He took a little Nubian slave, a little Hamite slave. He burned it. He burned the child unto ashes, and then he spread the ashes in the air so he will be protected. Moses come out of that same place and took a handful of this and threw it on their hair and cast a spell upon them. You see how they love casting spell? When they kill that boy, they cast a spell, and then once you do it again, they call you a devil. They call you a devil. When they do it, when they do it, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. When they show you Thor and Disney lift up that armor and crushing people and do all the superheroes, this is good. This is superhero. Make a movie about Ogu or Ogun or Michael doing the same thing, but he's black. They'll call you a witch. You got your own people. We'll tell you, this is voodoo, man. Stop messing with that. This is, why can't you make it into Thor? What do you mean? Thor, they just swagger jack our stuff. Thor was originally a black man because there was all cultures. When it's them that do it, it looks cool. A group of white guy getting into a 1930s car and then drive by and kill a bunch of people, they are gangsters. A group of two-thirds this thing, they are gang bangers, gang members, they should be put to death. Movies are made about Al Pacino, what was that fellow, Al Capone, and all the great gangsters. How could you make movie about those guys, glorify them? They were murderers. They murdered a lot of people. They make movie about the Godfather, things that didn't happen. They make movie Godfather 1, Godfather 2. They raised those murderous things. Those guys they were murdering people, killing people, and bootlegging and racketeering. This is bad. But our brothers sell a little drugs. Oh, they make boys in the hood. They make boys in those. Boys in the hood was made as a manner to bring our people down. When that hit the movie, it blew up around the world. Everybody loved this movie. Everything they made to humiliate us turned out to be a glory unto us because we are the true children. St. Valentine's Day is massacre. Yeah. When they do something, they glorify it as being beautiful. Those guys they are liars and thieves and murderers. And then when you do something about the black Godfather in Harlem, when you make a movie sweet, back badass, they boycott it. If it wasn't for the Black Panther, you would never know what they call a black exploitation movie. It was the black folks that saved Hollywood. Hollywood was dead in the 1970s. They had nothing going on. All the Western movies, all the Cowboys movie, which was our movie, The Swagger Jack, they were all done. They had no idea at all. They didn't know where to go. They were making the same garbage. They went bankrupt. All the stuff closed. Until a brother came with sweet, back badass. Was the first black exploitation movie ever made. Then next thing you know, the Swagger Jack the whole genre. You watching black movie that was financed by white folks, written by white folks, and act by black people. Just like today. Superfly. They swag it, they bring the whole thing, they capitalize on it. White music died in the 1800s. They never had any music. Oh, Beethoven, get out of here. Beethoven was a. Anybody can tell us how Beethoven died? What situation and what situation? Melvin Van Peebles. Thank you. Melvin Van Peebles. That's the name. Anybody can tell us. Oh boy, I'm running out of time. Anybody can tell us what condition Beethoven died? I mean, the guy was the greatest composer in his time. He was the most famous. The whole world know Beethoven. But how did Beethoven die? He died deaf, blind, and poor in the streets with no money. He was dirt poor. All his work was stolen from him. They removed his face from all the composed music. He died poor, not a penny, because he was a black man. They stole everything from him. He died. That's the word I'm looking for. Impoverished. Mozart, pretty much all of them. White folks cannot compose music like this. They don't know music like that. They cannot compose any music. To have music, you have to have rhythm in you. Your DNA have to have it in there. You don't. There in the palace, Moses walked in the fire. Okay, throw in the boil and Goshen, Egypt, saved the Hebrews in the land of Goshen. All Egypt groaned and suffered from the Lord. Yes, even the Pharaoh. 10 days they suffered until Moses returned. Even then, the Pharaoh broke his promise. It was then that Moses told the Pharaoh that since he believed that his magic was greater than the Lord's, he would bring a deadly storm of frozen, frozen rain and balls so big that would strike down both men and beasts. His magic. Moses, okay, since you think your magic is stronger than what are the mighty one, here we go. Moses raised his right hand. Remember, the rod is fused with his hand. He raised his right hand and cast a spell. Giant hailstones so big. When one of them fell, they crushed an entire house with the whole family in there. Giant hailstone fill up. So much hailstone fill, you could not see Egypt. Egypt was flat like a snowball. It flat. The hailstone fell. That it destroyed all the crops, everything those people had. Pretty much destroy everything. Yet, the narcissists double down. Not one hailstone, brothers, fell in Goshen. Not one hailstone fell where the Hebrew servant was living in Pharaoh's quarters. When the Hebrew servants are working, the hailstones are moving by themselves. They just, whoosh, they're separate. When the Hebrew slave that was serving, the handmaids and manservant in the castle, when they were working, the hailstone, they just move. Because they were the messenger that was going to Goshen, to Egypt, back and forth. Because no other people could go there. Oops. Surely he could not be in a land that knew not rain, much less the cold. But the people come to the appointed place of Moses, raised the rod in his right hand, Forks of lightning flashing across the heaven, and the light and the thunder roar. Then the hail fell like a shot from heaven, and the people fled in fear and wonders without hurt. Pharaoh was frightening too, and he promised that the Hebrews could go, but as soon as the sky is clear, he sent battalions of soldiers to guard Goshen against them leaving. This dude was so afraid, he said, okay. Once the storm passes, you may leave. And then when our people about to leave, he sent soldiers to keep them in the hood. He sent their national guard. Niggas ain't going nowhere. But at this time, you guys can tell us to go nowhere. You are in our land. You need to leave. And then if you don't want to leave, the Most High is sweeping you. That is why Moses again raised his right hand with the rod, okay, with the one. The east wind rose, and the wind came a new sound that grew intensely at the skies of Egypt, grew darker and darker with countless millions of locusts. The servants and nobles of the Pharaoh came before him, and they told her every grain of wheat, every leaf, every last blade of grass, all the herbs in the land not already destroyed by the hail has been food for devouring horde. They told him how the west wind came in and how when destruction had been complete, caught the locusts and bore them eastward into the Red Sea. Again, the Pharaoh made his promise, but he wishes to know how long the Hebrews will be gone. And Moses told him that he could not say, at which the Pharaoh sucked the promise back into his mouth. After all that, he said, okay, but how long you guys gonna go? You can go, but you have to come back and do the work for us. I'm goddamn Pharaoh, man. I'm gonna do hish. A lot of people say, but Big Leaf, we're gonna have to build a kingdom and stuff. We will build the kingdom. Not by our hand. Not by our hand, man. Whoever destroy our kingdom, they will build it. Not by their might, not by their power, but by the whip of the Holy One. By the reed, by the rod of the Holy One. Whoosh, you will. We ain't gonna do hish. We've been walking for over 400-500 years. We're just going to chill, son. Watching you doing this hish. I tell you, we just want to chill, man. Yeah. Time for you, sir. You didn't want to hear it, but okay. Only a sardonic laugh came from Moses from promises followed the plague of darkness in all Egypt. Pointing heavenward with his word, the mid-afternoon sky began to darken, not with clouds, because the skies were cloudless. The dimness grew to utter darkness, like a great void in all Egypt was like the inside of an ancient tomb. In the book of Pillar of Fire, the darkness that Moses called from the Mighty One, the magical spell, the cast spell Moses cast upon them, when the Most High sent the angel of darkness, the darkness was so thick you can feel it on your skin like a massive amount of slime moving and hold you. It felt like a giant anaconda wrapping on your body and squeeze you tight. You could not move left. You could not move right. If you were sit down, you say sit down. If you are walking, you freeze in place. If you are in the bathroom dropping a douche, you are still in there. If you were running, you freeze in place. The darkness was so thick. The darkness was so heavy. You could not even light a fire, except for the Hebrew slaves that were living in Pharaoh's quarter. They can walk around and the darkness will move away from them. They walk with lights, with torches, the darkness will move away. Pharaoh saw this. That's why they wanted to stay around Pharaoh. Him and his family, they were cowering and crying. Him and his son, they were crying. Pharaoh's son wasn't a little boy, okay? He was a grown ass man. He was like 29 years old. He was a grown ass man. For 3 days, you froze in one spot, except for the Hebrews. They could move in and out. It felt like a huge, giant chewing gum stuck on you. You cannot move, but you can feel it move around you, wrapping itself around you. Straight up darkness. It's not because of the cloud, though, because of the straight up darkness. Okay. The priests say that the son has died, and the chill that came over the earth was of a great as the chill of a fear in their hearts. For 3 days the darkness lasted until Pharaoh considered the loss of the Hebrews less a sacrifice than ruling a dead land, called for Moses. But Moses came, the dead darkness began to fade, and the stars come out, and Pharaoh lost his fear. So he told Moses that he could only compromise. The Hebrew could go, but they must leave their flags behind them. Moses could not agree with this. Why? When Pharaoh called Moses and Moses started approaching, and then the darkness started receding, and Pharaoh started seeing the stars, he became prideful again. He told Moses, well, you mother lovers can leave, but leave all our gods. He didn't say animals. He said, you ain't gonna take our gods, which mean the cows, because they worship animals. They weren't allowed the Hebrews to take the animals with them, because that's what their God. They know Moses already told them that he was going to sacrifice unto the Most High bullocks and stuff, and that's what pissed off Pharaoh. Said, "What, you're going to sacrifice our God to yours?" Say, "Okay, well, you can leave, but you cannot take our animals." Moses say, "I cannot agree to this. If we have to leave, every single thing we just have to leave." Moses could not agree with this. All or nothing, it must be. Then Moses told Pharaoh that never again would it come to him, but he would try one last time to show his authority by a sign from God, a sign so awful that Pharaoh must listen and agree. That is how it happened. That when Egypt awoke the following morning, there was a new sound heard throughout the length and breadth of the land, a great mournful cry. It was the same cry that had been torn from the throats of Yashawala years before. Remember when Pharaoh, the father, Amunophis first, when he said, "Who are those people?" They said, "Those are nobody. Those are Hebrews." Say, "Who the hell? They are a lot." Well, their men going to band up against the enemy and took us down, throw their little babies in the river. And our mothers were crying. They were feeding our babies to the crocodiles. Our mothers were crying. That's when they took Moses, they put him in on the little Moses ark, and the ark protect him. He heard that same cry, but it did not come from Goshen. That's why people are saying that, oh my God, oh, these Gentiles' children is no more, and we need to pray for them. No. This woman stabbed her 5-month-old daughter and told you the Holy Spirit told her to do it. She's not lying. Or mental illness. Oh, hell no, that's not mental illness. We know exactly what happened here. Throughout all Egypt were firstborn dead, except in Goshen, where each Hebrew doll was signified by 3 marks of blood. Okay? By three marks. That's what they say here. 3 marks of blood, symbols. Okay? They don't just smear the blood like this. They made a specific pentacle, a specific seal. They seal the door. So whatever spirit that the Most High will go, when they see the blood, when they see the seal, they did not come. Did you know the Egyptian did the same thing? When they heard Moses warned them, Moses said, "You all Egypt will visit it, all your firstborn will die." And then they heard that as long as you have blood, sheep blood in your door, you'll be all right. So the Egyptian, they were prideful. They sent their spies. They found our people and they start rubbing blood all around their house. Yes, our people had a do not enter. This is not for you. Do not enter. Okay, they had a circle. They had I don't know the mark. They said 3 marks and the doors. Okay, if it was 3 marks, one up, one down, like a pyramid, a sign, and then a circle that said "Do not enter." This is not your target. And the Egyptians just know about blood. They start smearing blood all over their houses, smearing blood on their children, smearing blood on the bed, smearing blood on their people. It didn't work. It was not about the blood. It was about the mark, the seal that was made with the lamb. Did you know those people they wanted to worship the freaking lamb? Well, till today they are doing this. They are worshiping the lamb. It's not about the blood. It's not what the blood is Jesus. Verse for me. Therefore, can you imagine this? If you are in Goshen, the whole thing is done, and then the people quickly start raising a freaking sheep and start worshiping the sheep because it was the blood of the sheep would do this. They don't understand the esoteric meaning. The esoteric meaning, the blood, it's not the sheep. It's who gave you the secrets, the power, who granted this to you. That's what Christian does. They swagger jack everything, and then they start worshiping the Caesar bullshit. As long as I'm covered by the blood of the lamb, I am good. I am this. Yeah, that's what the Egyptian thought. They thought they could have done the same thing. They stole the blood of lamb and then bathe in it and bathe their house and bathe their children. What happened to them? Pharaoh looked upon his own firstborn and wept, and there was blood inside every house in Egypt except in Goshen, where the blood was outside on the door. There was blood inside of every Egyptian house. For us, the blood was outside. And we told you in the pillar of fire how this thing happened, man. A literal 1,000 feet tall angel came in with his eyes glowing and turned around and looked at Goshen first. And then he saw the seal that said, "Do not attack, do not enter." And then he turned around to Egypt. And then his target, click, 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 targeted, acquired. And this angel moved at lightning speed. This angel just levitated and split his body into millions. And then he entered houses, start cutting those babies, start cutting those firstborn, take off their head and kill them. Blood was all over. Kill all of them. All praises to the Most High. Moses sat in the house and waited for the word he knew would come in the wake of such calamity. And it came. There was a great rejoicing in Goshen, but there was no rejoicing in the heart of Moses. There was only pity and great heaviness. His task only just begun. All praises, beloved. We're going to stop there. They agreed. What? Give me a second. They agreed to let the Egyptian go, or to let the Hebrew go. We stop here. All praises to the Most High. Give the Most High glory and praise. Now, one thing you need to know and understand that during the whole thing, most of the Egyptian did not want to go go to Goshen, but you have a massive amount of Egyptian brethren that went to Goshen. Goshen street was literally loaded. The whole street, every single street in Goshen was loaded with Egyptian. They came with their firstborn because they heard. Some of them were proud. What they did, they bought themselves sheep, and then performed the ritual themselves as if they can bypass us. But a lot of Egyptian came into Goshen. Remember in the pillar of fire and the house of Aaron, father Amram, the house was loaded with people. Over hundreds of people were inside of the house. And the Egyptian that fled to Goshen, nothing happened to them because there was a seal that put on the door, 3 marks. In other books, they show you what this mark is. They were seal and pentacle, magical object. In the Bible, they just say, hey, they smear blood in there, and that's it. You see, it was a magic battle, a magical battle. Pharaoh lost greatly. That is right now, it's a magic battle, but they will dub it as technology. Or alien. Alien is gonna come in, alien. Some Gentiles did indeed cling with us. They left Egypt with us. They say, I am going to serve this great God. And they had more faith in our God than us. Some Gentiles did not want to come against our God because they saw what our God did to them. Some Egyptians never dare speak the name of our God because they knew what they did. But there was in the Bible, there was a story of a little Egyptian boy. He said, F the Most High. And then the congregation stopped. They say, what did you say? Say, you hear me, nigga, gang, nigga. You think I'm scared of your God? You think they took that boy? They went into the deep desert with him, and they stoned his ass to death. He disrespect the Most High. He say he speak great things against the Most High because his mother was Hebrew, his father was Egyptian. Oh, let's sanctify the fast, of course. Yeah, they caught this dude, they brought him in the desert, they stoned his ass they beat him until they kill him, and then they stone his ass. All praises. Your Highness, may you look upon this fast, day 10, down. May you have respect unto it. May you look upon it with respect and grant it unto us what we are seeking, what we are calling, what we are fasting, and glorify and exalt your name above all forever. The sun is down in the east, and on the west, we give the Most High praise and glory. The fast is hereby sanctified. All praises, all glory. Thank you. I would forget all about that. See, fasting coming so natural to me, I even forget to do all those things. Once I sanctify my fast, I sanctify my. I forgot about this, brothers. Thank you so much. I'm still waiting on the phone call. I'm just gonna spend some time until I receive the phone call. Thank you, beloved. Tomorrow we're going to finish the whole story. Saturday, of course, we will dive in the book of the book of angels. We're gonna go from January to December. We're going to talk about the angels your guardian angels. Please do your homework. The book is there, download it, do your homework, beloved. Do the best that you can do, at least get a little knowledge. Okay. It is good for you to study. Don't wait on Big Levi. I might say Saturday I don't even come in, and then you will blame me and say, man, that's scumbag Big Levi. I did say was gonna come up on Saturday. Somehow he hit a freaking a battle. He had a bucket of chicken, he fall asleep, and then he forget all this thing. But you're gonna blame me, man. Don't do this. Do a little research. Okay, find out the day you were born. All right, the day. Not like okay, let's say I was born September 1st, 1981. Okay, what day was September 1st? Ask Google or type it on Google. What day was this? And then you put your birthday and find out the day you were born. If it was a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, when we come with more information and we say, hey, people that was born on Sunday, you are this. Monday, you are that. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, you are this. So you will know what you are and you will be at peace with it. For the one that wish to join us on September or February the 14th, doing the stuff, you may join the Zoom meeting. Our beloved sister Yolanda, she is the host. She will be here with you and she will be there talking to you, and then we will be there talking to each other. It's why we do this every time the Gentiles have a holiday. We have family members, 2/3 are always in the midst. That's all they wanted to do, you know. So we will go ahead and do this. Shalom, beloved sister Karen Rangel over there in the island of Guam. It's always bring great it's always been great joy in my heart to know that we have people in the island of Guam or Guam over there, all the way in the Pacific. I think right now it's like 10 o'clock, 10 a.m. What time is it over there, sister? It's like 10 a.m. for them. The sun is up. Their fast is begin, ours is in. The sun is up for them. It's amazing to, it's just like, wait, the sun is down, it's dark out there. But over there, the sun is and things like that. If you wish to join the Zoom meeting, and again, if you wish to join, you have to turn on your camera. They need to see you. Jews and Gentiles alike. You won't believe we have a massive amount of Gentiles, so to speak, because they are white. We assume they are Gentiles. They come, they behave, they learn with us, they laugh with us, they learn everything, they behave, they cling in, okay? They are in a Zoom meeting with us. Okay, they show their face, except for Perry Stone. He keep coming in. We didn't tell you about the story that Perry Stone Perry Stone keep coming in our live in our Zoom. He wants to get in, and when we told him, okay, hey man, you need to show your face, he doesn't want to. So they had to. If they ask you to show your face, you refuse, they kick you out. Yeah, Perry Stone didn't want to do this. He came in multiple times. They keep telling him, hey, turn on your camera, man. So you want to know what we are talking out there? You want to know what we are talking out there? Yeah, on the Zoom. Yeah. See, a Hebrew won't have any issue of coming over there and stuff. Those guys, those pastors, they come there all the time. That's why there are some key stuff we discuss in the Zoom meeting. They don't know what happened. They have no idea. They have no idea what's going on, but those are private stuff we discuss in the Zoom meeting. We have, that's what that is. We should have a private space. We have a private space, but those guys always there. What's up with you? What's going on here? What's your people? What's going on here? Like, yeah, nah, man. This ain't no peep show, Perry Stone, you pervert. You ain't no people and stuff like that. Watch out, people like this. You ain't gonna do this hate shit. Yeah, man, that guy is just, you can't shake those guys, man. TD Jakes, all of them try to get in because they want to know what you guys are. Who's in the meeting? Who's in this? Scumbag. Okay, it's 12:19 afternoon over there in Guam. Okay, beautiful, man. I was fascinated by that, and we give the Most High great praise, great glory. Now, beloved, listen, I want you to understand what is going on, what I'm studying. I'm very new to it. I am not an expert, but it's I'm very new. Okay. All I know, brothers, if you know who you are, you know who's with you, you know their duty, you know what they can do, and definitely what they cannot do, then you can walk. You can walk on the, at least me, I will walk on the wisdom and seek wisdom, because with wisdom, you can literally do everything. You can ask whatever you wish to ask. They are your guardian angel. They are other being. Remember, there's 72 angels' name. There's also 72 demons' name. Watch those, our people love to refer as the Nephilim and fallen angel. You need to know them too. You need to know them, and you will recognize them in people. But before that, you need to train and know yourself and know what you can do. You will know 72 angels, 72 demons. You will know both the light and darkness. So when you encounter darkness, you will know automatically how it is, what it is, and how to defeat it. which word to say, which pentacle to wear as of protection, which things to do when you encounter this. Are you married to one of them? Are you working for one of them? Once you start identifying them, you say, oh, so that's what that was. So that's what that is. Huh. No wonder this person is this. Oh, I'm gonna enjoy destroying this person. When you go after those things, which is they are like one thing you should never do and go after them. The way that you destroy those things is to protect yourself. They are cowards. They are cowards. Again, I understand, brothers. A lot of people wanted to speak, but again, the fellow he doesn't like. Okay, oh, here's his phone number. Call him, because you know when it comes to our people, man. You know when it comes to do business with our people, nothing but bull jiving. A lot of people would they just want to call and just call this guy and say, well, you are a witch, you are this, you are that, just to come at him. And I'm like, yo, that's a death sentence. You just put a down payment on your coffin right now. You go ahead, you trouble this fellow. And he said that's the reason. He says sometime it's not him. He never said do anything to anyone because he know what he has working with him. His people that see him and they speak great things, and they think if they can go ahead and say things to this guy and then speak like, and then they go hide behind the keyboard, they think like those things won't see them and they won't come after them. Big mistake. Big mistake, man. Big mistake. Again, I'm not telling you what to do. You wish to use those things. You wish to use this power to become rich, which you can ultimately. Good luck with you. You wish to use it to get knowledge, get love, get your life and on code, remove the curse that you have upon you. Because listen, Gentiles sending curse in the hood all the time. They send curse to you all the time. When those people see a so-called black man get killed, they quickly send money to the police officer because the sacrifice has been made. The burnt bread and the bottle of wine is being offered. It increased their chains. That's what they love that. Okay, brothers, don't listen to me telling you what to do with your life. You do what you want. But remember this. Every single thing that you are doing with those things, they are a test. Every single thing in life is a test. There are things, now you are aware, everything's watching you. It is up to you to pass this test or to fail it. This issue is real. Don't try to do like me. You don't know me. I am after something very dear unto me. If you don't know what to ask them. What can you do for me? What can you guide me? Again, those things are gonna appeal to you. Don't be freaking out when they appear unto you. Don't call them devils. If you see this beautiful light appear unto you with giant wings expanding across the room, don't yell and run and say, I never want to see you again. Devil, Satan, get out of my house. I knew Big Levi was a demon when he told me those things. I run back to my church. When I was in the church, I never experienced things like that. Be careful what you wish for. Again, your guardian angel can only stay for somewhere around 20 minutes, which is a lot of time for them. They are under orders to get back wherever they came from at that time. You have to send them away. You cannot just take them here. You cannot ask 2 questions at the time. 1 question at the time, 1 question per day or per whatever time. And you don't call them every day. It requires a massive amount of energy. You don't play with those things. If you don't need them, you don't call them. If your life is going good, you know who you are, you know who they are, you thank them good. You don't call them every night and say, "Hey man, what's up?" This ask one question at the time, and regain your strength. We told you there are certain words, certain name of the mighty one. You can only say those names once a year. Some of those names you can say them once in your lifestyle. That's it. In your lifetime. That's it. For instance, there is a name for the Most High when you encounter the Leviathan. You can only say this once in your lifetime. Now, what the hell were you doing to encounter? What would you do? What is it that I don't know? What would you get yourself in to come face to face with the Leviathan? What is it? What's going on here? Are you one of those people that have zebra in your farm? Because if you keep coming like into the Leviathan at least 2 times in your life, what's going on here? What is it? Why is it like you have to use that name every day? Why you are you picking fight with Leviathans now? Is that what that is? Because it seems to me a lot of you are waiting for this name so you can go over there and then start saying it so you can say this is the I got this name for no, you don't play with that, man. Some of the name we don't it's not useless to us. Like wait, why am I going to come face to face with the Sulanuf? I don't even know how that thing look like. You call them how often you need, but you don't call them for joke. You don't call them because I don't know. I just want to spend some time together, so I call them. They require a lot of energy. You only call them when you're serious about certain things. When you are very serious, your life is in danger. Your marriage, oh well, your marriage should be in danger. Your marriage is in danger. Your children are in danger. You need straight counsels. Certain things, brothers, like you don't call those things. Say, what color of clothes should I wear today? Am I gonna get run over by a car? Again, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You can do whatever you please. I'm so sorry. I say the boss. This is a very bad habit that I'm having. But anyway, you can do this. You can call them. Say, I would like to have a zebra in my room, or I want to sell my car and buy a zebra. This is all. This is on you. That has nothing to do with me. I'm so sorry I said this. I repent for that. Man, I keep saying this. I'm gonna repent. So beloved, you need to do a lot of meditating, a lot of meditating, a lot of breathing techniques, meditating, clear your minds. You know what I used to do? This is an exercise that I do. For those of you that are meditating, just close your eyes. Imagine yourself going to work. Like imagine yourself waking up, take a shower, do the same thing that you do, get in your car, start it, and then drive and go to work, get to work, and then come back home. Not actually do that, brothers. I'm not saying just project yourself in your mind. Oh, 2009. In 2009, I was meditating. I was sitting on my bed, and even if you're not working, just go to your childhood place. If you live another state, you used to live in a place. Try to remember. Try to remember, and then walk step by step into the world. Visualize everything, and then go over there. And I remember in 2009, I did so. I wanted to go home so bad. I miss home. I was let's say I was in New York, and I visualized home. I visualized the people, the landmark, and then I could see myself there. And then I was working, and then I saw people, and I'm like, oh wait, that's that girl. Hey, that's this dude. Wow, I'm here. I'm in the hood. And then it was very quiet. And at one point, I start moving at the speed of light. I don't know if it was real or if I did made. I think I can. I'm making this. I'm making this up. And I can see myself moving like in a fraction of a second. I can move hood to hood, house to house, seeing everything. It was awesome. I did this once, and I tried to do it again, but back then I was too young. I had horrible thoughts in my mind. I wanted to see certain people, and doing certain stuff, but and then horrible things. So and try to do this. Try to go to your childhood. Oh, somebody put the link of Big Judah channel, his live. I'm gonna get off right now so you people can go over there. Bring the brother peace, beloved. Don't go over there and then go against his line. Okay, practice, brothers. Practice. If you live in a rural area, practice. Visualize yourself as your childhood place you like to go. You know, you don't even need to go far. Just visualize yourself getting out of the bed and walking around. Go to the bathroom. Go to the kitchen. Do something simple and try to do this. Okay. Yes. Put the link so you can go to the brother. For those of you who already know, Judah is live. All right, then. Thank you for putting the beloved brother. Brethren, shalom. Be at peace. Be at peace, okay? I'll see you folks whenever the Most High say so. Tomorrow, day 11, day 10 down. Great praises, great glory. And I'll see you folks tomorrow. All praises to the Most High. Fast, pray, repent, repeat. May the King reign forever. Selah, so be it. There'll be no Jacob's trouble. Go to Big Judah. Go in peace, brothers. Don't grieve the brother. Go in peace. Shalom.